Hey guys, how you guys doing, man? Welcome back. We had some midweek games going on. Hillary, good to have you back. We missed you last week. We thought maybe the results hit you hard a little bit. Amarim and his team, they're not putting up what they need to put up at the moment. Steve, Arsenal, how you feeling, man? They're a little bit of a roll on at the moment. They're getting on, at least they're getting some
Yeah.
results. But Liverpool are still running away at the front, and we also saw what happened to Chelsea. They had the Fulham shock. First time I think Fulham won since 1979, they said, at
Mm.
Stamford Bridge. So that was a big,
Okay.
big, big shock over there.
Yeah.
Manchester City, Guardiola, he can't buy a win at the moment with all that billions they have. They're struggling even more. But let's start first of all with Manchester United. Hillary, tell us, man, tell us. I mean, we all know what the problems were anyway. We weren't expecting Amram to come in and do some miracles.
Right now, this is a heavy shot to wear, but I still wear it proudly anyway, loyal to a fault. The most disappointing thing is when you are scored two Olympiacos back to back. We have conceded us from a set piece in the past probably 5 or 6 games. Since the Arsenal game, we've conceded from a set piece every single game. And it's like we cannot defend corners at all, at all, at all. Like Onana cannot defend a set piece, whether it's a free kick, a corner kick. He does not know how to come out of the box. So I don't know whether it's a goalkeeping problem, whether the coaches need to train him how to come out of the box when, when normally when the ball is in the air, you find keepers coming and collecting the ball. Onana is always found flat-footed anytime a corner comes in. He never moves. He has no reflexes or anything like that. Our defenders, you have defenders on the line of the post anytime there's a corner, just to clear the ball where the keeper can't reach. We don't have any defenders on the line of the post. Like, basics of defending a set piece, basics of defending a corner kick. We do not have that at the moment. Um, I don't know why Rashford isn't playing because if they're saying Rashford is shit, then all the players at Man United right now are shit except Ahmad and Mazraoui and probably Delete. But the rest of the players don't have a case to start, so I don't know why Rashford, and I still don't understand what's happening behind the scenes. Right now, it's speculation, and all we know is he wants to leave. If I was Rashford, I'd want to leave too because I've been carrying United. I mean, is the best player we've produced in our academy since the class of 96.
Wow.
And you look at his stats, honestly, if you look at Rashford, look at all the players, like United have produced a lot of players. We keep on producing players every year from the academy. But Rashford has been the best player we've produced from the academy since the class of 96.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any player who comes to the level of Rashford from our academy since then. And
Okay. Well,
so he's been, yeah,
no, I was about to say, okay, but that's the case with Rashford. I mean, there's other problems at the moment. We know he's got the talent there.
yeah. No, I'm saying like he's been carrying the club since he joined, since his debut to this day. Rashford has been the main man. And I feel like our system has failed him so much. And we always look at Rashford as the problem, which for me, we have bigger problems than worrying. Like right now, none of our strikers are scoring, none of our midfielders are performing. So why is he on the bench? The same case can be made about everyone else. Sancho was taken to Chelsea, is performing right now. Now imagine Rashford going to another club and then reaching his prime. Like Ian Wright said that when he joined Arsenal, he was 28. Rashford is 27. He said this talk of people have already hit their prime. Salah, when he joined Liverpool, he was
Yeah.
26, 27 when he joined Liverpool. Look at the numbers he's hitting right now. So the talk of, oh, Rashford has already hit his peak, his prime. No, United are just a system that is failing, and it's failing our players. That's my take. And even right now, Amorim still can't find a solution because we're conceding silly goals, silly mistakes. If you look at the last goal Wolves scored, just a simple counter attack because of a foolish giveaway by Garnacho. An Olympico again. I don't understand how you score directly from a corner when you're a keeper. If there was a player behind him, there's no way that ball goes in. It's like we were defending a free kick during a corner kick.
Hmm.
They were trying to do an offside trap for a corner kick. That's how it felt. So I
Yeah.
feel like either the players don't know how to use any manager's system or
I see. I see the Steve, you smiling at this. I mean, he's got some points there. Like you can hear the frustration uh,
Yeah,
that you have. I mean, it comes back to that point I was making quite a while ago. It's just United don't have the personnel in that squad. They're lacking a lot of players, and I think a lot of players have been hanging around that team for a while, just been collecting paycheck. I mean, Amorim has got to do a serious cut, if not maybe start cutting people off in January, and then in the summer really, change the squad from big time.
yeah, yeah, quite. You've asked me why, why I'm laughing by myself here is that, you know, I didn't want to laugh about it because you don't beat a man when he's down. The problem is the same side of the corner that Son scored against Manchester United, the same way
same.
the corner. It's just a copy paste of the same corner, just
Look
a
at the
different.
way, look at the
Oh,
defense. The defense was here. The keeper
it-
was here. So there's a line here, and it's like they're setting an offside trap for a corner kick that has not been taken.
Okay.
But it makes you wonder really what's happening. But that's just the defense part of it. But I think back again to your captain, man, Bruno Fernandes. I think I'm again disappointed with him. This is the second time he's getting a red card in this season for your team. And you see,
I
wearing
think
the
it's more than
captain,
twice.
Third. If you
are you
count
trying?
the
I
one
think
in Europa, this is the third.
no, I'm talking about the Premier League.
Oh, Premier League, okay.
Yeah, you see in the Premier League, it's really interesting because you're the captain, man. Wearing that armband is not just the colors, not just the name itself. You're supposed to guide that team. I don't think the Manchester United players will ever be in a good state to play football. When your team is losing matches, your captain is being sent off with some mistakes that you don't expect from a player of his caliber. Really, there are things they don't expect from Bruno Fernandes. You can get them from other people like Maguire and all those people, like the
Mm.
likes of the time you used to have people like Ron Fellaini in that midfield. Some silly mistakes, yeah. But the caliber of Bruno Fernandes, I don't expect that from him, having him be the captain of the team. You see, you're playing almost 40 minutes without your captain, and then you get a sucker punch at the end, a sucker's punch, the last goal. That's a sucker's punch because the corner was good luck because there's a way I could feel like no one could tell that you're playing with 10 men in the field. You at least doing something, not like Wolves are. I wouldn't say that Wolves were really the better team, but the scoreline says different. Because when you play in that manner, I don't know. I just think there's something missing in this Manchester United team. You've tried managers, you tried everything, but I think there is just something. I think it's about time. Maybe you've talked about the transfers during the summer. I think it's about time to sanitize the whole team. It's like uprooting the whole thing and planting a new seed. I think that is what that is what is going to take Manchester United to come back to its feet or back to its glory days. Because I've seen you guys sign players back and forth, the great Manchester United, big names, a lot of money. But I think it's about that time. If I was the boss or the owner or whatever, decision maker in Manchester United, to uproot the tree and plant a new seed. Because number 14, nah, not the great Manchester United.
Yeah. All right then. All right, let's move along. Let's move along. Before we go to the next games anyway, we give a quick shout out to Newcastle. Um, they had a
As
good
you give a
win
shout
at the
out to
international
Newcastle,
game.
remember Ugarte and Bruno will be missing that game.
Yeah. And then give another shout out to Nottingham Forest, who are absolutely impressing at the moment.
Yeah,
Flying up
man.
that
Really.
table.
Yeah.
And then I think we have
Shout out to Ange as well.
Who's that joining? I think here we have Mambo joining us. Perfect timing. And then of
Mm.
course, Chelsea getting that shock, getting that massive shock at Fulham. No, actually Stamford Bridge. Fulham gave them. That was a big
They didn't
reminder.
see that coming. They didn't see that coming.
No, but I think it's some of the things of the Premier League this season is kind of surprising. You don't know how the game will turn out and what they'll do. But just to bring in Mambo,
Yeah, hi, Abdi.
how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're just about to switch to the Arsenal game. We can
Oh,
come back to the other. We just had United. Right now, we're just about to go Arsenal. Let's bring you in straight away. How are you
what
feeling
did you?
now? Because we Arsenal
Uh,
overtook Chelsea to get second place now. So
okay, it's a great thing that we won yesterday. I would just say we won by luck, and I didn't expect for us to win by 1 goal to nil. We lost so many chances, and I still I don't think we'll go back to our default position number 4.
default position number four. That's who you think
Yes,
it's going to end up. I mean, that's quite pessimistic. But look, at the end of the day, things were looking quite gloomy for a while. But it seems like right now Arsenal are running there to be best of the rest. Liverpool still got that huge margin, 6 points with the game in hand. I mean, what else? What else would Arsenal need to do but keep winning?
definitely we need to get a striker. After that, we need also Odegaard need to behave and start distributing balls in every corner of the wing because he's used to be playing with Saka. And yesterday, it was a clear sign that I said last time, like Saka injury is a blessing in disguise. I know we're gonna miss him, but now you have to understand Odegaard has to play with every wing of the position. Martinelli switched the position, Trossard played that position. I don't understand why he substituted Jesus. And I told you last time, Jesus is our savior. So,
He's the one.
so he's the
He's the
one.
one.
I didn't see
He's
But
the
that
one that's come
coming.
back in. He's the one that's come back in. Steve, how about you? Are
Yeah.
you feeling confident Arsenal the last few
No,
results?
no, no, no. I think yesterday I texted in the group with the Nemamba. I was like, actually, if I would say, I just said that Odegaard today is playing shade because honestly, yesterday you could see like he's hungry I don't know if he's hungry to get goals or what because you're there to be the captain of the team. Like the things when you're given some responsibilities in a team, you should live up to those responsibilities. Because Odegaard is always wonderful when he's being a team player. But I felt some kind of selfishness in him yesterday because there are a couple of like 3 shots that he made that he could have passed and made a better chance than him shooting the ball. That was so unprofessional from him because we know he's the kind of person who's always generous to give out the ball. I don't know, it's because it's the lack of Saka that makes him that he thinks nobody else can score the goal because that game yesterday, we lacked goals because of Odegaard. Believe you me, Odegaard yesterday he didn't steer the team the way it's supposed to be steered. I felt like something was missing yesterday. If we could have got a draw yesterday, it could have been a done deal for Arsenal. Done deal. Because you look at it as 6 points off Liverpool, I look at it at 9 points. Because at the level at which they're playing and having that game at hand, I look at it at 9 points. That's a long way to go. We're done with the first leg of the season. We're getting the second leg.
Yeah.
I don't believe if we're gonna play in the caliber of players we have and the caliber of play that we did yesterday, if that's our play, I don't think we're gonna cut it. Against an Ipswich Town, 1 goal, missing opportunities that could have made it a massacre of goals, then I don't think we're gonna cut it. We
Yeah.
don't we're not gonna cut it because you see the same mistake. We had the same disease in the Everton game. How do you go against an Everton? Yes, I know Everton are more like they've proven to be the team of the draws this season. But honestly, at the caliber of Arsenal, you have all your players. How do you go goalless against a team like Everton?
Okay,
I'm not looking.
I can come back on that one to you because when you look at it, Everton game, there was a lot of complaining from the Arsenal base around that, even other fans as well. But if you look at Everton's last 3 games, they conceded 1 goal playing Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester City. and they drew all three games. So in that sense, Everton didn't just pull it off against Arsenal. And then you look at the other game Arsenal dropped points to, which was Fulham, and they just went to Stamford Bridge and beat them 2-1. So in some ways, I don't think I think there's just too much.
Mm,
I think there's too much
mm.
quality and expectation put on Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are that far ahead as everyone else as they think they are. I think
No,
other teams can
Arsenal
potentially
set the
beat them.
standards because the fans set their standards. Arsenal should not be asking themselves, oh, did Everton beat City? Arsenal should be looking to did Fulham beat Liverpool or they drew with Liverpool. So if they drew with Liverpool, we need to beat Fulham. That's the same mistake that was made during the past two seasons when he failed to beat Villa. And was it Wolves? I can't remember the other team. Oh, it was Fulham as well the other season and Newcastle. So you see these teams that are performing well right now, your Nottingham, your Fulham,
Yeah,
your Everton. It just shows how the Premier League this season is so unpredictable.
it's just more
And because of
competitive.
because of the unpredictability right now and how teams are kind of weak, not really strong, we don't have that one super strong team that we can say. Because even with Liverpool 6 points, they've dropped points off. They've dropped points that nobody expected.
Yeah, and even the way they're going over the line with
Yeah.
Liverpool, their games are tough. They're
Yeah.
like scraping.
So
If you're not
Arsenal should be
blowing,
able to look at that and ask themselves, okay, why are we also part of those teams that are dropping our performance? Why are we dropping our standards? Because right now, okay, Saka is injured. How long is Saka injured for? How long is he out for?
maybe a couple of months.
Like couple of
So
months,
if
maybe
Saka is out for a
two,
couple
three.
of months, do we have can Trossard, Martinelli, and Sterling and well Gabriel Jesus take the bring in the assistant because Saka was on 10 plus goals and assists, right?
Hmm.
Are Trossard and Martinelli on that level because
Oh, well, our top
that's a
goal scorer in the
big.
Premier League is Kai Havertz. So
Yeah, but then I'm talking about goal contributions. You have the 10 plus goals and assists that
no,
Saka was.
I don't think anyone should lie to themselves. Saka's going to be missed big time. I don't think
Mhm.
there's no
So now,
point
do you
trying
have
to.
someone that can at least give half or three-quarter of that? If not, then does the system change or do we put more pressure on the players? Are we able to adapt with are you now? Why am I even saying we? Is
Yeah, but
Arsenal able to adapt?
Even with Saka, you can argue, okay, look, we had Saka against Everton and against Fulham. So it doesn't make much difference really. But we didn't have him against Ipswich, who also played a low block, but we managed to break them down. We actually opened more opportunities. I actually think it's more of Jesus being involved that's changed the front line for them a little bit because injecting that pace in the middle has allowed Arsenal to be able to keep teams back further. Before when you just have Kai
Do you know
Havertz.
why? Do you know why having Jesus helps you? Because you have Jesus and Havertz.
Hmm.
That dynamic helps because now you have people who they're playing that free role position. So it kind of confuses the defenders. It's now up to Havertz and Jesus to be able to make those runs because right now defenders don't have like a number nine who they can mark because of how Jesus moves around the front line. He's not really a stationary person. He likes moving around a lot. And Havertz has now been freed more.
Okay.
Actually, this frees up Havertz more,
Yeah.
and they're
I
able
agree.
to create. If they're able to play to that strength, then you can create more chances. It's now up to the how technical can these players get? How can they use this to their advantage? Because if not, then you're reducing the goals. And now it reduces where now Arsenal was used to having Rice and Partey, but now you only have Rice, who's not really that number 666 that Partey is. So now if you're not able to score the goals, remember that if teams get a chance, they'll be able to score that one goal that will change the game. So now let's see how the next few weeks goes.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna have
please,
to see.
Arsenal need to remember that this season is so unpredictable. Anyone has a chance.
No, no,
You
that's
know,
true. That's true in that sense. I mean, that Liverpool gap is still a huge gap. Mambo, if I was to put it onto you, looking from last season to this season, it seems like Arsenal kind of stagnated. There wasn't much of a step up from last season. It just seems like everyone else has stepped up closer to where Arsenal and City were last season. And City, remember, at the beginning of the season, it seemed like they were going to run away with the title until Rodri got that injury. and I just put him out for the season. And clearly, it shows that they never planned for Rodri or anyone to replace him, and they've just been having this massive collapse. But everyone else has stepped up this season, so that's why, as Hilary was saying, it's just going to be an unpredictable season as it goes along.
And the only predictability I see is that Arsenal will win against Liverpool in their last game and will be the Premier League champions. And my second option is that at the end of the league we'll have Manchester United relegated to the champions championship. Nothing else will happen. Hillary has just said the league is unpredictability, but so far, the next 5 games of Manchester United, we can predict they're gonna lose. That's our minus 15 points. They will be in the relegation zone by February 14 on the Valentine Day. We'll be having Manchester United in the relegation zone. We got watch out this space.
Manchester United.
This
Okay,
just continues
that's
to prove that Arsenal fans are the biggest consumers of illicit brews in the world because this kind of delusional you can't find anywhere else.
It's not the Lulu. It's not the Lulu. There's nothing about the Lulu. Those are just those are simple projections. There is not the Lulu about it.
Steve, he just said a good word.
It's kind of delusional.
Yeah, what word, Mambo?
Hillary has just said illicit brew. The purpose of brew is to make you drunkard, whether it's illicit or legal.
That's the purpose meant for it.
Yes, and the purpose, and right now the purpose is for. I'll be happy to see Manchester United relegated. I don't care whether we be number 2 or else, but as long as they get relegated, I'll be happy because they are playing shitty. How do you lose against Wolves?
I think they're too good to get relegated, to be honest. I don't think they'll get relegated. I think Arsenal were there a few years ago with Arteta. Remember, we were like in the bottom 3.
Abdi,
after how many games? How many games have we played now?
I feel like asking Hillary one practical question, yeah. Hypothetically speaking, yeah. Hillary, if you were relegated next season, would you watch your matches in the championship?
Let me tell you, you see this jersey I'm wearing
let's say
right
yes
now?
or no. It's a simple question, just hypothetical, yeah.
I will still buy the home kit, away kit, third kit, and
You'll be watching your matches.
All the championships.
I'll
have more games
EFL
actually
Championship.
to watch. I'll have more games to watch. I'll have a trophy at the end of the season.
But then if they get relegated, there could be a possibility that both Manchesters will be there. So one by natural and one by default.
Yeah, man. That
would be quite entertaining, but I doubt that very much. I don't even think City will get relegated.
On a personal note, I think Arsenal need to sign a good striker for this season, and so far you can see that since Aubameyang was sold or just left the club, you see how much Arsenal struggles to score goals, even if you have finished position 2 twice. But you can clearly tell, like for Arsenal to win a trophy, Arteta has to buy a striker, natural striker. That's all what we need. We don't need Kai Havertz to be the headless chicken, as Steve keeps saying, that keeps roaming in the playground. We just need to sign a good striker, because even now, who is our top scorer? How many goals do they have?
In the Premier League, top goal scorer is Kai Havertz
with 7 goals. So you want that after how many games?
18
games.
So the next 18 games, if we can do the maths, that's the end of the season. We'll be having 14 goals.
But Mambo, do you think we need a striker, or do you think we need better right wing and left wing?
For what? We need a striker, right wing or left. We just need someone who needs to tap the ball by the net. Nothing else. Why do we need to bring in? We can have Scary playing at the left wing and Martinelli or Jesus being switched and Trossard. We just need a striker, a good striker. That's all.
I'm at the point where I don't know what that team needs.
No, but even though you get a striker, you got to get a particular striker that can play in that system as well. You can't just have You can't go back to like an Olivier Giroud kind of striker who just hangs around.
But you see, that's the thing that
The
I
team
have a
needs a
problem.
coach. The team needs a manager.
Stop talking about you. Hey,
You got your new manager. Just relax with your Amorim ball.
We have to
The
see
team needs
Amarim
a
next season
manager. The
anyway.
team needs,
I'll see.
deep down, deep down, you
You
guys
have to
know.
give Amarin his chances, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Liverpool are flying high on top of the league, 6 points, game in hand. I know that game in hand, Everton, maybe they might do a low block on them as well and get 0-0. That could help us out if they do 4 out of 4 for us. But then coming to the next games, I actually don't know. Arsenal's games all the way till next week. So all the games are tomorrow. There's a lot of games happening tomorrow. Um, Man United actually you're playing on Monday. So it's actually Manchester United Newcastle on Monday. That's a good game right there.
Another
Chelsea
loss.
Chelsea away to Ipswich. Liverpool. What do you think of this one? Liverpool away to West Ham.
a draw,
3 points.
Huh?
Three
draw.
points for Liverpool.
3 points. Manchester City away to Leicester.
3 points for City.
Hey, you are confident after 13 games.
3 points for City. 3 points for Newcastle. 3 points for Liverpool.
Hey. Mambo, you hearing this? Arsenal's playing all the way on Wednesday.
Yeah, the last game.
What's all that about? Like that, yeah, away to Brentford.
We got the last one yesterday and the
That
last
is a
one
tricky
this
game.
game.
That's a tricky fixture.
It
You
ain't
need
tricky
all
for
the best you
Arsenal.
can
They
get.
only beat us once when they came back from relegation. They haven't yet, ever since.
See, but this season is telling us that the last seasons don't matter.
No,
Yeah,
we are not
it
Manchester
doesn't matter.
United. We are Arsenal.
Okay,
It
you're
doesn't.
Arsenal. No, Hala. Which position are you in? I thought you'd be first because City was the only
Second,
competitive
second,
team.
we are second. That's our number, you know. From the past 2 seasons, you can tell. That's so easy to tell. You also asking
The
that.
best losers.
Yeah. We in our position. We now comfortable.
What position are
Best
you in right
losers.
now?
We're in position 2 and we're comfortable.
No problem. Chelsea's
That's
coming
where we
for us.
belong. That's where we belong.
Okay, but then
With
Chelsea
The
lost.
table doesn't lie.
Arsenal cannot drop any more points if they want to be chasing Liverpool. We can't rely on Liverpool. Liverpool just look like, even though their games don't look as easy as simple, but it just seems like they can score when they need to. They have a lot better attacking than Arsenal have, and when you look at Slot's game plan, he does shift it between both halves, but he set them up so well and they're so disciplined that they're just attacking. It just opens up teams.
and
They
anyone
make
can
so many
score and
chances.
provide a
Huh?
goal. Anyone can score and provide a goal in that team.
Yeah, they make up so many chances. Whereas like you watch Arsenal, you watch them just it's almost like they're just kicking the ball against each other until like just one chance comes after like 20 minutes. And then you're like, okay. Yeah?
I think that between Hans Slot and Teta or other managers that he's dynamic, he keeps changing the system, the players adapt easily or change. But if you look at Arsenal, Ateta is rigid, just a guy who wants to stick to one kind of system most of
But
the
when
time.
I say you need a coach, I'm the enemy. Hey,
No, there's a difference between a coach and a teacher. You have a teacher.
No, but it's okay. Hopefully Amorim does well practicing at United, then he goes to a bigger team.
Just adding the word hopefully.
Just that's how it goes. All right then. So we have games tomorrow. We'll come back again midweek then. I guess we can't wait all the way for our Arsenal game. And we'll come back against each other. Hopefully there'll be some more shocks and some more entertainment. Maybe we'll catch Dylan next round. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right.